edit.
Congratulations on this. Is just, you've topped yourself. It is so hilarious. And I want you to take me into the mind of Seth MacFarlane. How do you come up with this stuff?
It's not all me. I've built a pretty fantastic core of collaborators that you know, both from the writing and production standpoint, that make it possible for me to do this many things at once. You know, it's always a balance between having it be hysterically funny and having something of substance underneath, having it be about something. That's to me the ideal achievement in the kind of comedy that I do.
Do you ever get any of your actors looking through the scripts and going, I'm doing what? I'm saying what? I'm not going to do it.
I'm doing what? I'm saying what? Yes, but I've never had somebody go, there's no way I'm doing this. I'm not doing this. That I can recall. People are pretty shockingly trusting.
Well, I want to ask you that. Why do people trust you so much? I mean, it can't be just be that cute face, Seth. Come on.
You know, I think I'm fairly disarming. You know, if somebody comes on board the show, and if somebody, you know, joins a production, there's a duty to protect them and make sure that they look good. You know, I mean, the extreme example I had. You know, I'm very left-wing progressive, and we had Rush Limbaugh come on Family Guy at one point, and I felt a duty, a responsibility to make sure that he was treated well and that he came off well, because he's trusting us to do so. So there is sort of a professional obligation to, you know, make people look their best.
Yeah, and I mean, there's obviously great camaraderie. I mean, you work with a lot of the same people all the time, and which is fantastic. And so they obviously have that trust in you. And so working with somebody like Mark Wahlberg, or, you know, or Mila Kunis, or whoever, whatever show you're doing or movie, for you must make you feel so comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, I like working with people who are, you know, low maintenance, mellow, and who just kind of make it an interesting. You don't want. It's hard enough to make a movie. You don't want any kind of drama on set. And I've been lucky enough to work with people who have that reputation, deservedly so, of being great collaborators and easy to work with. I also go out of my way to employ a no assholes policy in everything I do, and it has served me well. I mean, you know, Mark and Amanda are just. They're fantastic. I mean, they were just hugely talented, both dramatically and comedically, and they were just soldiers on set.
Do people constantly come up to you and say, leave me a voice message?
Not all that often, no. Not all that often. It used to happen a lot in airports, but it doesn't happen so much anymore.
Well, I want to know, one of my bucket list things in my life is to sit in on a reading of Family Guy, because I don't know how you don't go schizophrenic. How do you get through it?
At this point, it's kind of second nature. But I also, when I was a kid, I used to listen to these old Rich Little albums where he would do, you know, Reagan and Nixon and Johnny Carson and all these characters all in the same sketch, and he would jump back and forth between voices, and I used to try and impersonate his impersonations. To this day, I can't do a Reagan or a Nixon or a Johnny Carson without it basically being Rich Little. When the time came to do Family Guy, it was something that I had unconsciously trained myself to do.
Well, you just do a fantastic job. As far as I'm concerned, you are one of the geniuses in this business. You're just so talented. And thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the laughter you've brought to my family.
Well,
you're
thanks so
fabulous.
much.
Thank you so much. That's such an honor to meet you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.